You want a music stand or anything?
No, I'm good.
Good. So, Roberta is the president of the Grange. She makes all this happen. And she performs here quite frequently, either doing poetry or doing dancing. So tonight it's poetry. And would you please welcome Roberta Roll.
So I'm going to read 3 poems from an anthology of selected poems that selected by Billy Collins, who is another poet I love. This first poem is by Kenneth Cope, and it's called To You. I love you as a sheriff searches for a walnut that will solve a murder case unsolved for years, because the murderer left it in the snow beside a window through which he saw her head, connecting with her shoulders by a neck, and laid a red ruth in her heart. For this we live 1,000 years. For this we love, and we live because we love. We are not inside a bottle, thank goodness. I love you as a kid searches for a goat. I am crazier than shirt tails in the wind when you're near, a wind that blows from the big blue sea, so shiny, so deep, and so unlike us. I think I am bicycling across an Africa of green and white fields, always to be near you, even in my heart when I am awake, which swims. And also I believe that you are trustworthy as the sidewalk which leads me to the place where I again think of you, a new harmony of thoughts. I love you as the sunlight leads the prow of a ship which sails from Hartford to Miami. And I love you best at dawn, when even before I am awake, the sun receives me in the questions which you always pose. Here's another poem by Galway Kinnell, or Kinnell maybe, called St. Francis and the Sow. The bud stands for all things, even those things that don't flower. For everything flowers from within of self-blessing. Though sometimes it is necessary to reteach a thing its loveliness, to put a hand on its brow of the flower and retell it in words and in touch, it is lovely, until it flowers again from within of self-blessing. As St. Francis put his head on the creased forehead of the sow and told her in words and in touch the blessings of earth on the sow, and the sow began remembering all down her thick length, from the earthen snout all the way through the fodder and slops to the spiritual curl of the tail, from the hard spininess spiked out from the spine down through the great broken heart to the blue milken dreaminess, spurting and shuddering from the 14 teats into the 14 mouths sucking and blowing beneath them, the long, perfect loveliness of sow. And one more, by Benjamin Saltman, and it's called A Hunger. Do you seriously want peace or a good meal in a restaurant opening onto a garden? A garden with lights strung in a tree and raccoons visiting every night. Cleverness in little hands. The raccoons ignore the lights and the people watching. The light gleaming along wet telephone wires and collecting on the white stone bench. Inside the restaurant, I think of reading my book or tarring my roof, knowing I can still do one, but not the other. For 5 years, I've been waiting to die and trying to think of something significant. I wait for a key to slam into a door, and I sit straight with folded hands. At least I know how to imitate peace. Earlier, when I saw a man in a black coat standing in the cold with his children, it was as if they had been standing forever on a little island. How could they not be significant? The man would touch his children on the shoulders at times, as if to say that people would not be this way forever, that he would forget peace for a meal.
Roberta Roll, ladies and gentlemen.